evening, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you all so much for being here. We can go ahead and bring the music down. We're going to go ahead and get started. If we can go ahead and find our seats, thank you so much. We are so thrilled to have you guys here tonight. It has been 14 months since our last live performance, and we are so ready to have another good night here with you all. This is our third night of our spring concert series. For the sake of social distancing and the limitations of the space, we've split them up over 3 nights. Monday night was Madrigal Singers. Yesterday we had Nothing But Treble and Vox Angelica perform. And tonight, as I'm sure you guys know, we have Noteoriety, Profundo, and behind me, the Men of Note. So we are thrilled to kick off tonight's performance with a classic. This is 8 Days a Week by, I don't know, some guys, just the Beatles. This next piece that you're going to hear performed is a Ghanaian folk song called Tue Tue. Please enjoy. do want to point out that that first song that we sang, 8 Days a Week, was also originally performed by a quartet. So props to that. It takes a lot of guts to get up here with just a few of your friends, but one of the great things about having a small ensemble is we really get to feature all of our singers. In this next song, we have 3 soloists that are going to perform part of this song. This is the song Stand By Me. I think many of you probably know it. Our soloists for their song, this next song in order are Ethan Bearden, Ben Shumway, and Luke Holcomb. Please enjoy.
Stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Whoa, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.
If the night that we look upon should tumble and fall, oh, the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry,
I won't cry,
I won't cry,
I won't cry,
I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me,
stand by me.
so darling, darling, stand by me, oh, stand by me, oh, stand by me, stand by me, oh, darling, darling, stand by me, oh, stand by me, oh, stand by me, stand by me, darling, darling, stand by me, oh, stand by me, oh, stand by me, stand by me, oh, stand by me, stand by me.
The ensemble that's taking the stage right now is our intermediate mixed ensemble. This is Noteoriety, one of our largest ensembles on campus. Something that you guys should know is that because of our hybrid sort of situation that we got going on right now, we are separated into sort of a cohort A section and a cohort B section. We didn't have a lot of say in that, so we've got, for example, in our cohort B section, we've got like ton of basses and one soprano. In our cohort A, we've got just about two basses and two tenors holding up their section, but all the rest of our sopranos. So this group behind us really has only had a chance to sing together a couple of times. We had our first rehearsal all together last week, and we are thrilled to be having our second rehearsal and performance together today, and they're sounding fantastic. Our first song of the evening with them is a Spanish folk song called El Vito. Please enjoy. It is my delight right now to introduce to you, most of you have heard my voice on Zoom at least once or twice, usually making jokes that only I laugh to. You might have heard Mr. Weed's voice. He's our wonderful accompanist this evening. And one other voice that you might have heard that I want to introduce you to right now is our assistant director for this year, and that's Miss Zipporah Kajayev over here. She's going to be directing the next two numbers. For those of you who are teachers, you remember how hard it is to get that teaching credential. It's a hard year no matter which way you cut it. I think she's crazy to try and do it now, but I'm very grateful that she's here because sometimes I think I'm slowly going insane, and she assures me that it's not just my imagination. She's going to be directing the next two numbers. This next song is a setting of a Hebrew prayer. This is Ose Shalom. I get to play clarinet for this one. Noteoriety's final song for this evening is another classic that I'm sure you'll enjoy. This is Feelin' Good. Our final ensemble for this brief but enjoyable concert is Profundo. This is our advanced bass ensemble. I mentioned that Noteoriety's first time singing all together with that ensemble was last week. Given the difficulties of scheduling just a million things right now that things are happening, this is the first time that this full ensemble will have performed and rehearsed together is about right now. So this is going to be exciting. The first song that we're going to be performing for you tonight is from this musical. You might have heard of it, Hamilton. If you haven't heard of Hamilton, first of all, which rock have you been living under? But second of all, this is the song "You'll Be Back." It's the song that King George sings to the States as sort of a pseudo love song. I think you'll enjoy it. This next piece is a collaboration between two American greats. The composer, hopefully you know, his name is Randall Thompson. He was one of the great choral composers of the 20th century. Forgot how things work. He set a series of poems by another American great, Robert Frost. So this is part of his Frostiana series. This is Stopping by Woods on a Snowy Evening. I want to thank you guys all so much for coming tonight. We are one song away from the end of our all too brief time together, but I want to just say a few words of appreciation for your students that you're here to watch tonight. This last year has been especially difficult on all of us, as I'm sure you know, but choir somehow just doesn't work online. Choir is the act of people coming together and singing together, and of so many different things that we have lost over the last many months of this quarantine and of this pandemic, this has been one of the hardest for me. And so when we were finally able to meet back together and sing together for the first time, it was like I was reborn. It was truly difficult being away from your students and being away from the music that we love so much. Because music is what happens when we speak from the soul, and choir is what happens when we speak from the soul together and in concert. And at a time when we have all been forced apart, the work that we've been able to do together has been just a wonderful respite from the isolation that so many of us have been feeling over the last year of this pandemic. The conditions that we have been preparing in are far from ideal. We've been rehearsing outside, dodging cars, having John Wayne Airport weigh in every 10 minutes or so. It's been a difficult time, but as you can see, they have persevered. And one of the things that I've been reminded of both tonight and the last couple nights is one of those qualities that we hold dear at CDM, which is the resilience of our students. What you see tonight is truly the mark of students who are resilient, who have overcome impossible situations to come together and to be able to make music and to bring joy together in making that sound and sharing their voices at the same time. And it has been an absolute joy for me to see that rebirth of this program after so long when we weren't able to sing together. I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you who are here tonight, but also all of you who have donated to our program. This year has been very difficult in that regard. We have missed out on almost $25,000 of ticket revenue, just through nobody's fault, but just the situation that we're in. And this year, normally the money that we raise goes to fund students going on tour, going on retreat, going to festivals, things like that, which are things that are important, but can be seen as sort of above and beyond. This year, your donations truly have funded things that have been essential to our work. The masks that we are wearing, we have specifically chosen because they allow us freedom with our mouths to be able to sing. Your donations have gone to purchase these masks and provide them for us. The place that I teach is outside of the realm of the usual wireless for this school. Your donations have gone to purchase the hotspot and the subscription that allows me to actually Zoom with my students this year. It has funded our speaker series. It has funded many of these microphones and this technology that we're using to be able to broadcast live to anybody who isn't able to make it tonight. So much of your donations have gone back directly to the success of this program this year. But with the loss of the ticket revenue, we're looking at about a deficit of about $10,000 by the end of the year. So if something tonight has inspired you, I know that your students really inspire me every day. I hope that you will consider donating once or again to keep this fine work going, to keep the music alive in the hearts of our students, because this is truly essential work. It is life-preserving work. I know that it has done wonders to keep my head afloat during this time, and I think that the same is true for many of our students. So thank you all so much for your support. Thank you for coming out tonight. We want to end tonight with a bit of a showstopper. I'm really excited for this one. This is a combination of two African-American spirituals, Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, and When the Saints Go Marching In. This is called Swingin' with the Saints. Please enjoy.
Swing low,
I really want to go.
Thank you again all so much for coming tonight. Those of you guys who are sitting over there, performers, wonderful job. All of them, a wonderful job tonight. Very proud of all of your work. The way that we are going to end this is going to feel a little bit strange, but again, COVID protocol, so we're all going to, in just a moment, they are going to stay behind and help me clean up, because we all set all of this up and tore it down and set it up and tore it down and set it up, and now we have to tear it down. Fortunately for the last time tonight. But we're all going to take a trip back to kindergarten, and I'm going to dismiss you guys a few at a time, and I'm going to ask you guys to meet with your students who I'm sure that you want to go and hug and be close to, and all that stuff that we're not allowed to do. I'm going to ask that you do that with them off campus. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your understanding. We're trying to do everything just by the book right now. So I'm going to have a few rows get up and head towards the exit at a time. We will be done cleaning up probably in about 15 minutes. And in the meantime, just think about all the wonderful things that you're going to say to them once you see them next. So thank you again so much for coming out tonight. It has been a joy to sing for you, and we hope to see you again soon. So we're going to go ahead and have just the first two rows go ahead and set up and head on out to the exit. Thank you guys all so much for coming. Really, really appreciate seeing you here. Thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Absolutely, thank you guys so much for coming. All right, let's go ahead and have our next row go ahead and stand and come on out. Thank you, thank you. All right, next row, go ahead and stand and come on out. Thank you all so much for coming. It's wonderful to see you all.
My